Baluchistan is the largest province of Pakistan, not only in terms of area, but more so in terms of problems. The province was badly affected by long-term drought from 1998 to 2006 and subsequent floods in 2007, 2010 and 2011, and then earthquake in 2008, 2012 and 2013. Its big-hearted people have been braving the challenges even bigger than life. When it comes to the impact of climate change, recurring droughts have become one of the major challenges, with 60 to 70% of the population projected to be at direct and indirect risk to drought. Since 2013, the rainfall has been hardly 1/4 of the usual rainfall. Out of the previous 5 decades, 2 of them posed mild drought to the region.
यहाँ सब बिल्कुल हर चीज़ ठप गया रह गया बारिश ही नहीं हो गया तो कोई चीज़ नहीं मिल रही है कोई चीज़ नहीं है ज़मीन हुई सफ़ेद ज़मीन है बस ना घास है ना वो ज़मीन का काश्त किसार के लिए बारिश नहीं है इसी वजह से हम लोग सारा ठप कर रह गया है बस और कुछ नहीं है.
Building up on its operations being undertaken in different areas across the country, Islamic Relief Pakistan envisioned a project for sustainable development in 2012 to mitigate the impact of recent droughts and introduce adaptive measures to help communities stand on their own feet and be well prepared to meet the emerging challenges of climate change. Being the least developed districts of the province, Chaghi was focused under the Sustainable Initiative for Resilience and Transformation, where a number of interventions were envisaged for its 6 union councils over the period of 3 years.
Islamic Relief, working very closely with the local communities, government authorities, developed a project proposal that provided an integrated solution to the needs of the area, covering subjects like disaster risk reduction, livelihoods, and water and sanitation. Lots of positive things have come out from this project, and we are very excited that we would like the community to take these things forward. And we are very hopeful with all the capacity that has been built within the communities that they are now engaging with the government more proactively and working with the government to develop solutions for their problems. We are advocating with the government to look at the issue of water management, which is a critical issue facing this area, and looking at ways of how we can conserve water and develop policies that are more sustainable in terms of water utilization, so that the generations to come have water and they're able to develop their livelihoods further.
As the project was about transforming lives, it was based upon the needs identified by the people themselves. A number of community organizations were mobilized with the objective of linking development with government-line departments to improve humanitarian and developmental services. Assistance was provided in 3 main sectors involving sustainable livelihoods, provision of safe drinking water, and empowering citizens to engage their government for strengthened planning and execution of interventions, reducing impacts of climate change.
हमारे इलाके में माशाल्लाह इस्लामिक रिलीफ ने बहुत से काम किए हैं. हमारे इलाके में सबसे पहले पानी का मसला था. हम कुएं से डोल के ज़रिए पानी निकालते थे, लेकिन आज अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हम नलकों के ज़रिए साफ़ सुथरा पानी इस्तेमाल करते हैं. एक मसला था लाइट का, वो भी हमारे इलाके में शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह शहर बन गए. अभी रातों में कोई आए तो बिल्कुल शहर की तरह दिखाई दे रहे हैं.
Based on the needs identified by communities through participatory reflection and action tools, key recommendations were proposed. Gender being a cross-cutting theme of the project, all age groups were engaged in each activity.
हमने जो देखा है हमारे पास यहाँ पे मुख्तलिफ एनजीओज़ काम कर रही हैं, मगर सबसे अच्छा काम ये जो हमने देखा है या जो नज़र आ रहा है वो इस्लामिक रिलीफ की है. अभी रिसेंटली ही अपना इस्लामिक रिलीफ और गवर्नमेंट के लाइव स्टॉक डिपार्टमेंट ने मिल के अमरी और बराबचा में कैंप्स लगा के 6000 जो हमारे लाइफ स्टॉक थे मुख्तलिफ़ किस्म के जो बड़े, उसमें ऊँट और वो शामिल है और बकरी भी शामिल है, उनको वैक्सीन करा के वैक्सीनेशन, और इसके अलावा इनका आगे भी प्रोग्राम है कि जेंट मुख्तलिफ जगहों में हमारे पास 11 यूनियन कौंसल है, जो सब यूनियन कौंसल में ये लोग जाके इस तरह के सर्वे कराए और कैंप्स लगाए और उनको वैक्सीन कराए.
A wide range of interventions were made in each sector of the project that started with formation and skills enhancement of participatory community organisations.
इस्लामी रिलीफ खैरात फमा पंप जत फमा पंचक्की जत टंकी या और तिनून मा सफा सफा ना पर अनुशा बीमारी हम बच्चे था द्वारा गम्मा शुतन को नाजोड़ बूथम बीमार बूथे पट्टे सरा हमारा लाइट्रीन ना तद बीमार बूथे नम बेपर्दा गतन फमा लाइट्रीन जोड़ी को गिसाई था नज़ीन का द्वारा हमारा ना तद मशीन रोजगार ना तद हमारी बू ट्रेनिंग दा फमा मशीन या और रोचा होती थी का कार्य करना शपा पुच्च दोचन 4-5 हज़ार रुपये माउती अलके थे अनुती नासा गानी उती जागा ने दोचन शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह 5-6 हज़ार अम्मा कमाया ना कम में चीज़ रोजगार पोता जोड़ करना.
Traditional water sources for drinking and agriculture purposes were rehabilitated while solar-powered water pumps were installed to address water problems in the area. Interventions for food security and livelihood included development of model vegetable farms, farmers' field schools, animal health camps, establishment of fruit orchards, demand-based irrigation channels, provision of vocational training along with necessary equipment for females, wool value chain, exposure visits, livestock management training and construction of small water reservoirs, gabion walls, as well as installation of windmills and solar lights.
पहला हम लोगों का ये पानी का कमी था, अभी ये तकरीबन 4-5 दिन में पानी जमा हो करके अपने ज़मीनों में हम लोग ले जाते हैं, तो एक दिन हम लोग ज़मींदारी हो सकता है.
Interventions for disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation included hazard, vulnerability and capacity assessment, drought and floods risk identification and impact assessment, establishment of end-to-end community-level early warning systems, disaster risk management planning of the villages, development of response and contingency plans at village level, implementation of structural and non-structural mitigation measures, disaster preparedness at village level, formation of emergency response teams and provision of equipment, collection of emergency revolving fund, and introduction of weather and climate-resistant crops. With more than 10,000 households already benefiting in 437 villages, the process of change has come into effective play. Sustainable and long-lasting structures have been developed with stable and transparent community organisations and business associations now well prepared to carry forward the process and materialise the dream of sustainable and lasting change. Accomplishment of the project has not only helped transforming lives in Chaghi district, but it also serves as a source of inspiration and a ray of hope for the rest of the province as well.